Today we have a response video that we are reacting to by a creator. I did do a reaction video on. It was that one about like during the World Cup in America. That why do Americans cry at the World Cup? And the original video. So this is kind of a part 2 to it. I'll leave my video I reacted to linked, then this original video. I think my original one I used this thumbnail because it looks familiar, but for the video I react to. But this is Americans answering and giving their feedback. I think, the person that made this video maybe didn't state everything 100% correctly. So, we're getting some Americans. I did see just like comment, type reactions. So, let me know for you Americans out there if you have any feedback and you can relate to other Americans' thoughts as to why you cry at the National Anthem. That's what we will be covering in this reaction video today. I've got more reactions as an Australian to different American videos if you'd like to see my channel. And if you've got other ones you'd like me to react to, let me know. But let's get right into this one today. Let's see what some Americans have to say, their own experience.
A few days ago, I asked a simple question. Why do Americans cry when the anthem plays? I didn't expect what came next. Thousands of you answered, and you taught me something I got wrong. And it's something I'll never forget. We cry because we love the USA. We cry because we are proud Americans. And we are willing to defend or die for our country if we have to. God bless the USA. Wow. First, if you've ever felt that lump in your throat and wondered if it was just you, it isn't. I cry every time. No fail. I love America, and I'm thankful for all those who defend us. But then so many of you told me the same thing, and you were right. I left out the most important part, the people. You left out the most important part, the reason the flag was still standing, because of the men who gave their lives to hold that flag up. You know the passion with the flag, the Star-Spangled Banner in their profile photo. Like, I see the ratio of that for people from countries. I'd say that's America is leading the pack with the amount of people that will have the flag in their profile photo would be higher than any other country's people. I don't have the stats on me, but judging my time on the internet. Because of the men who gave their lives to hold that flag up.
Yeah, I see that.
The flag stood because every time she started to fall, a brave American soldier would rush out of safety to hold up the flagpole. And when he died, keeping our flag from falling, more would rush out to keep her flying. I'll be honest with you. Those comments moved me so much I had to go back and make sure I had the real story right.
Alright, I'll just speak that out because he didn't. And the fleet that was trying to flatten our fort didn't worry about the women and children who lived at the fort? Okay, the fleet that was trying to flatten. Yeah, okay. And God bless America. God bless Americans. I was just trying to process what that part meant. Was it like saying they were just attacking the soldiers? They didn't worry about the women and children who lived. Or they weren't. Yeah, they weren't. They didn't care. They were just attacking regardless. They didn't worry about the women and children. The fleet was trying to flatten our fort. Yeah.
Those comments moved me so much I had to go back and make sure I had the real story right.
That's
good. I dug into what actually happened that night at Fort McHenry, and the truth is even more incredible. Wow. It wasn't an empty fort. It was a star-shaped fortress guarding Baltimore Harbor. And that night, it held about 1,000 Americans under a young major named George Armistead. For 25 hours straight, British warships rained down more than 1,500 shells, bombs, and rockets.
Wow.
The rockets' red glare. The bombs bursting in air. All of it right over their heads all night long. The British couldn't break through. Sunken ships and American cannons kept the whole fleet at bay, so they tried to pound the fort into surrender. And at one point, a bomb crashed straight through the roof of the fort's powder magazine, enough gunpowder to send every soul there into the sky, and it didn't go off. The rain, or the grace of God, snuffed out the fuse. And throughout all of it, the garrison did not break. They did not surrender. They held the line, hour after hour, in the dark. A small storm flag flew through the rain that night, and at dawn, when the guns finally fell silent, they lowered it. And they raised her, the great garrison flag, 30 by 42 feet, sewn by a Baltimore woman named Mary Pickersgill. And out on the water, a lawyer named Francis Scott Key, held on a British ship all night, certain the fort had fallen, looked up through the smoke and saw her still there, still flying. So no, the bodies didn't hold the pole up. Something harder did.
I've liked these images of it when it's more zoomed in and you see how big the flag is right here, and yeah, zoomed in looks really beautiful.
Her still there, still flying.
It's making him emotional as well.
So no, the bodies didn't hold the pole up. Something harder did. 1,000 people who simply would not fall. The flag stood there because they stood. And that's the part I should have told you from the very beginning. The flag still stands. And then one of you shared something I haven't been able to stop thinking about.
Oh, what's that?
When I was in basic training, a drill sergeant told me the flag doesn't wave because of the wind. The flag waves from the last breath of every soldier who has died defending the flag.
Oh no, I've only read heard half of this part. What? The flag waves from every last breath of a soul. That. What? What? Like, I can picture that. Like, what a beautiful way to word it. Wow.
When I was in basic training, a drill sergeant told me the flag doesn't wave because of the wind. The flag waves from the last breath of every soldier who has died defending the flag and the country it represents. I've never looked at the flag the same since.
Wow.
It isn't the wind, and so many of you said it in your own way. It isn't the wind that...
Because I've done a few videos on this now. I'll leave the respective ones in the comments or in the description. That kind of, what do you call it? Like, that's going to paint the picture of it for me now. When I hear about it, or if there's another video about the Star-Spangled Banner I react to, those words of saying, like, it's not the wind blowing the flag, it's the soldiers that passed. That's going to stay with me now, no doubt.
It isn't the wind, and so many of you said it in your own way. It isn't the wind that's moving the flag, it's the breath from the prayers of all the men and women who gave their all,
and that
our flag would keep flying, high and free, and never touch the ground. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies because the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it.
Whoa.
May she never touch the ground. Because for so many of you, this was never just history. It's your family. It's the flag that's over my father's coffin for his service and his active duty in 2 wars, Korea and Vietnam. One of you wrote something I'm going to carry with me for a long time. Why do I, a 72-year-old Jewish biracial American, cry? Because I remember my father, who was on Guadalcanal, my mother, an 18-year-old widow after Pearl Harbor, my grandfather who served in China, my great-great-grandfather who served in the cavalry in the Civil War, and the ancestors who came from Europe in 1643 and landed in Jamestown. I cry because they lifted us up on their shoulders and gave us this country, and I'm so thankful for every one of them. For all of us who
that comment was that was a beautiful one right there. It just painted a picture kind of her family. Wow.
And I'm so thankful for every one of them. For all of us who have lost a son, a daughter, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad.
Before we get too deep, if any of you out there has lost anyone, whether either they serve for America massive love to them. But yeah, well, yeah. Let me know if you've had any family member that has, fought for your country. That's really beautiful.
A son, a daughter, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad. We know the cost of freedom.
The cost of freedom.
We have a lifetime to remember a life that could have been. Thank you for your service. We won't let anyone forget you. To every family that's ever been handed that folded flag, thank you. We will never forget.
That's that's like what they receive, like when their family member like passes away on duty, right? Because I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Thank you.
Or duty. So like in Australia we pronounce words like that duty and not duty. And like do, we say it as Jew, which I'm not going to get into that. It's funny, the English language.
That's ever been handed that folded flag. Thank you. We will never forget. This is tough to read. And a lot of you answered the question the whole world has been asking.
Yeah.
Why this hit so hard at a game.
Yeah.
We played at sporting events to remind us that though we may be rivals on the field, we are all brothers, ready to defend the flag, the country, and each other.
Yeah. See, that like at whether it be World Cup, any sporting events, like while the anthem is playing, it gives you that feeling, and especially for those athletes, like that's such a different feeling because they're going out there to do so and you're really supporting them while they're doing it. But it's like, yeah, they're going to war, especially when it's a really physical game. Admittedly, there probably is some more physical sports than football or soccer. Or in your accent, soccer. But anyway, yeah, you just get behind your players going to fight. And yeah, it's really beautiful.
Rivals on the field, brothers off it. And right now, the whole world is watching.
Yeah.
Since I was a child, when the American Army was fighting in Vietnam, I heard this song. I didn't understand the lyrics, but the melody made me admire the American soldiers. Because you can come here from any corner of the earth and become one of us. Ronald Reagan said it best. You can move to France, but that doesn't make you French. You can move to Turkey or Japan, but that won't make you Turkish or Japanese. But you can move here from any corner of this world and become an American. I hope our visitors from the World Cup understand that. We're all family here. We're so proud you're here. We're not crying because we think we're better. We're crying because we love her. And we hope you love hers we hope you love yours just the same. Take the American spirit home with you and never forget it. The flag still stands tonight. And now I know she stands up because you hold her up. This 62-year-old man is crying, God bless America, and happy 250. And this year, she turns 250 years old.
Yep.
2.5 centuries. Through every war, every loss, every dark night, we weren't sure we'd make it through. And she is still standing.
See? While I see it blowing right there, like now, those words are stuck in my mind and what I'm picturing. I'm not picturing the wind. I'm picturing those fallen soldiers. But wow, like it's hitting me so much. That's crazy. Yeah, that perspective just changed how I'm just viewing this right here, and anytime I'll see it in the future now, I'm not like, no, that's not because it's a windy day. Wow. Yeah, those words really hit.
Sure, we'd make it through.
Wow.
And she is still standing. So thank you for every comment, every story, every name you've shared. Keep them coming. I read them all.
That was powerful.
Happy 250th birthday, America. God bless you. And God bless the United States.
Yeah, so this must have been released probably around the July 4th, but yeah, responding to the previous video he made, which just as a content creator, like I'm happy that they did that on the channel after there was a lot of feedback, because then other people like myself, not just people who react to videos, but anyone watching these videos that's not American, and you might learn and have some of that knowledge now, like I will have, like I said, in terms of the flag, the Star-Spangled Banner. I said earlier I did a few videos. I have done a few videos on it, so I'll leave those in the description. There was another bigger one. I think it's that one known as the Star-Spangled Banner as you never heard it, and it's like, story of the story behind it, the history. So yeah, well, that one, I remember that was kind of the first one I did on it, and it had the most kind of knowledge about the story, and that was a really because when I search it up, that's like a heavy reacted one by a lot of people, and it's just in the search engine as well when you type the Star Spangled Banner. But really beautiful, and that's that one big takeaway. I'm just gonna, anytime I see the flag, it's not blowing in the wind. Yeah, it's all from the fallen soldiers, those who fought for the United States of America. That's something that will always stay with me now. So if you've got any other videos, maybe I can get similar things from, let me know, or just, any United States videos you'd like me to check out, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe for more reactions from an Australian like myself, and I'll see you in the very next video.